Dear viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a video with respect to new types of enterprises. In this video, there's a discussion on types of manufacturing industries, then classification of small scale industries, its meaning and definitions will be discussed. Kindly watch the video till the end, like it, share among your friends and subscribe the channel. Now let's move to the presentation here. When you look into the types of manufacturing industries, of course the manufacturing industries are those industries which are engaged in manufacturing activities. So when the word manufacturing strikes off to our mind, it is nothing but a conversion of conversion of raw materials into finished goods with an objective to sell at a certain price in order to earn a profit here. So such manufacturing industries will be broadly classified into extracting industries, primary industries, genetic industries, engineering industries, construction industries, assembling industries. Now let us discuss these things in detail one by one. So here extracting industries are nothing but these are the industries which extract the mineral ores of beneath the surface of the earth here. Say for example, it may be like a iron ore, or it may be like a bauxite, or it may be like the coal, etc. So all those will be extracted below the surface of the earth here. So if the companies are engaged in such an activity of extraction of the mineral ores from beneath the earth here, such industries they are called as extracting industries here. Then primary industries, of course primary industries are nothing but the industries which are engaged in agriculture and allied activities. For example, it may be like concern with the cash crops like manufacturing of a tea, coffee, or it may be like rubber, etc. So all these they will be called as primary industries here. Then there comes here genetic industries. Genetic industries are those industries which are engaged in the reproduction and multiplication of the species of the plants and animals here with the objective of sale here. So such industries they are called as genetic industries. Say it may be like poultry, or it may be like dairy, or it may be like cattle breeding, or it may be like any kind of animal breeding. All these will be categorized into genetic industries here. Then there comes here engineering industries. These are the industries which manufacture various types of engines, machines, spare parts, vehicles required for various manufacturing here. So such industries they are called as engineering industries, like it may be like a manufacturing of a conveyor belts, etc. So all these they will be called as engineering industries here. Then the next one comes here construction industries here. These are concerned with the manufacture and sale of goods for construction of, it may be like a road, iron steel industry, etc. So to give an example here, Punj Lloyd, which say for example concerned with the construction here, construction of the roads, or maybe like a bridges, or maybe it may be like a dams, etc. You may be or it may be like a construction of the houses. You might have heard about a company called as a DLF. So all these they are called as a construction industries here. Then assembling industries here, these are the industries which assemble the spare parts manufactured at different places. You take for example mobile manufacturing. So the various parts of the mobiles, like a memory card may be produced by some other, manufactured by some other person, whereas a keypad is manufactured by some other person. So all those clubbing of those things and manufacturing a one single product, so that is called as assembling here. Even you take for example assembling of a computer, RAM is manufactured by someone, say monitor is manufactured by someone, keyboard may be manufactured by someone here. So when they are assembled together here, that is called, that will lead to one finished product here. So that is all such industries they are called as assembling industries here. Now Let's move to the small scale industries here. Of course, the small scale industries are the seeds for entrepreneurship in this country here. As far as India is concerned, there are plenty of small scale industries are there in India as of right now. Nearly these industries, they constitute for 95% of the industrial units in India, and 40% of the total output of the manufacturing sector, and 35% of the exports, and provides employment to around 20 billion people here. And these industries, they require low investment, and even the result is very quick here. So there is no any blockage of the funds for a longer period here, and the investment which is required here, it is easily manageable. Then this will generate employment opportunities to the people who are having the either who are unskilled, or who are having semi skilled here, semi unskilled or semi skills here. And these industries are usually labor intensive, so there is no much mechanization to a greater extent in this type of industries here. Now let us look into the certain definitions given by the small scale industries, definition of a small scale industries by various authorities here. The Physical Commission of 1950, which defines an SSI as a small scale industry, is one which is operated mainly with a hired labor, usually 10 to 50 hands. When you look into this definition, it can be known that here the employees, or I mean to say the laborers who are employed in the small scale industries, they are always not on a permanent basis. When the work is having, they will be employed. When there is no work, they will be thrown out. So it leads to the greater retrenchment of the laborers in these industries here. Now let us look into the one more definition given by Small Scale Industrial Board, which was set up by the government in 1955, which provides the definition of SSI as it is a unit employing less than 50 employees if using power, and less than 100 employees without use of the power, and with a capital asset not exceeding rupees of 5 lakh here. So when you look into this definition here, there is a usage of the capital asset, mainly the machinery, whereas the cost of the machinery does not exceed rupees of 5 lakhs here. And it employs 50 employees if it does not, if it is using a power here. That means if the manufacturing takes place with the help of the mechanization or with the machines, etc., in such case only 50 employees will be employed here. And if there is no mechanization in the industry, there will be around 100 employees who will be working in these type of industries here. So from this definition, we can come to know that there may be usage of the machinery in manufacturing of the goods, or there may not be usage of the machines in manufacturing of such goods here. Then when you look into the legal definition of 1999-2000, which provides the definition as a small scale industry is one in which investment in the plant and machinery does not exceed rupees 1 crore. That means here there will be usage of the machinery in this type of industry, but however the cost of such machinery shall not exceed rupees 1 crore here. When you look into the ancillary unit here, it is the one which sells not less than 50% of its production to one or more industrial unit. That means it is just like acting like a supporting manufacturing unit to a large scale industry. So there exists a clear relation between an ancillary unit and the large scale unit here. These ancillary units, they act as a supporting to the large scale industries here. An export oriented unit is one which exports at least 30% of the annual production. Such unit is called as export oriented unit. That means here any unit which exports 30% of its total production here, annual production, so such industry will be called as an export oriented unit here. Then The according to Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Act 2006, the SSIs are classified mainly into two categories with having a sub three categories here. So these categories are broadly classified into manufacturing enterprises and service enterprises. In case of manufacturing enterprises, again we have got a micro enterprise, small enterprise, and medium enterprise. The same classification is also there in the service enterprises also. Now let us see what is a micro enterprise under manufacturing enterprises here. It is the one whose investment in the plant and machinery is up to rupees 25 lakhs here. So if any unit which has invested in a plant and machinery to the extent of rupees 25 lakh here, such an unit is called as a micro enterprise under manufacturing category here. Then a small enterprise here, it is the one whose investment in the plant and machinery is above rupees 25 lakh but less than rupees 5 crores. So such a unit is called as a small enterprise under the category of manufacturing enterprises. Then medium enterprise here, it is the one whose investment in the plant and machinery is above rupees 5 crore and up to rupees 10 crore. So such it is called as the medium enterprise under the category of manufacturing enterprises. Now let us see service enterprises here. Here under service also we have got the same classification. So the micro enterprise is the one whose investment in the plant and machinery is rupees 10 lakh. You just compare here of the micro under the category of service with the manufacturing here. The micro enterprise under the category of manufacturing, it is having a maximum investment in the plant and machinery of rupees 25 lakh, whereas in case of the service industry it is having only rupees up to rupees 10 lakh here. Then in case of the small enterprise here, it is the one whose investment in the plant and machinery is above rupees 10 lakh but less than rupees 2 crore here. Whereas in case of the small enterprise under the category of manufacturing, above rupees 25 lakh but less than the 5 crores here. Then in case of the service industry, service enterprises here, under the service enterprises, the medium enterprise, it is the one whose investment in the plant and machinery is rupees above 2 crores but less than rupees 5 crores. But whereas the same in case of the manufacturing industry, it is above rupees 5 crores but up to 10 crores here. So in a nutshell, what this classification is based on the quantum of the investment made by the industries in the SSIs here. So thank you for watching this video.